A demonic force is claiming the lives of this woman's children. Where did it come from? Don't miss out. The psychics will find a portal to the other world. This is Psychic Investigations, a channel of true and astonishing stories. Here, people who call themselves clairvoyants investigate high-profile criminal cases and incredible paranormal phenomena. This 40-year-old Ukrainian woman is Stella Rohova. 4 years ago, her only daughter, 15-year-old Daryna, tragically died in an accident.
Our district officer came in and said, Daryna died. After that, I don't remember anything because I completely lost consciousness.
On the last day of her life, Daryna and her friend Natalia rode a scooter to visit their friends in a neighboring village. They never returned.
The accident occurred on October 5th. The scooter and an oncoming car collided head-on. As a result of the accident, the scooter's driver, Natalia Chaika, and passenger, Daryna Rohova, died at the scene from their injuries. The car driver was uninjured.
I come here. I can't help thinking she's here. Her portrait. Everything. But I just can't believe she's gone. It feels like she went somewhere.
Stella believes her daughter's too mysterious death couldn't go without mystical interference. On the last day of her life, Daryna behaved strangely and said goodbye to her mother, as if she were leaving forever.
She stepped out onto the veranda and then came back, lowered her head, and said, "Don't wait for me tonight." These words stayed with me.
These words etched into her mother's memory, because Daryna always slept at home. And if she was ever delayed somewhere, she made sure to inform her family. Daryna's friends noticed that in the last week of her life, she tried to meet with everyone to talk and say goodbye.
Later, they said she had said goodbye to everyone. She was always so sociable.
The strangest part, according to Daryna's relatives, was that they had a feeling she would die on scooter.
She would say to me, "Grandma, buy me a scooter." I replied, "No, Daryna, I won't. I had a premonition."
The worst thing is that Stella had already lost 4 children. 3 of them were miscarriages. Doctors insist that her health is perfectly fine.
There's either some aura around me or something else. I don't know. I have late-term miscarriages.
Now Stella has dared to become pregnant again, but she's terribly afraid that she won't be able to give birth once more, because all her children pass away.
At 40, a miracle happened. I'm anxious. I have such fear in my heart.
There are 2 months left before the baby's arrival. The baby's father has left Stella, and every day her fear of losing her 5th child grows, she says. Stella is almost certain that she has been hexed. To save the baby she's carrying, Stella decided to turn to psychics.
I'd like to turn to the psychics and ask them for help.
Clairvoyant Ilona Caldre and medium Anna Galliers undertake the investigation.
What I feel from her, I can't even articulate properly yet. It's black, it's sticky, it's like fog or smoke, and it's terrifying, and it's whispering. It's someone or something from the other world.
When I look at this woman, I sense some strange energy. And I also see red demon eyes, darkness, and human bones near her. Stella is under serious danger.
Hello, Ilona. Hello, Anna.
Hello?
I'd like to thank you for coming and responding to my plea. Please come in.
If it's all right, I'll take a look at you. About 7 months?
Yes.
You might have a boy.
2 ultrasounds showed a boy.
You know, we usually don't work with pregnant women because it's very dangerous for the baby. But I feel it's absolutely necessary for you. May I take your hands? Now we'll do something to ensure we don't harm your baby.
Do you have a light-colored ribbon? Let's ask your baby's guardian angels to protect him. When we met Stella, I saw very unusual energy around her. It was like some kind of substance. Foggy, sticky, and very heavy. The same thing I'd felt when working with her photo.
During the ritual, the candle went out several times, all because of Stella's strange energy.
Don't remove this until the end of the day.
I'm now being drawn towards your home. Can we go there? Stella, I see a man. He seems to be in a military uniform. I feel he's closely connected to your future child. Is he his father?
Yes, we met purely by chance. He works in the riot police. He's 10 years younger than me.
The man left Stella when he found out she was pregnant.
It's as if something separated this couple. Some other unknown force is involved. It feels as though something or someone is keeping close people away from Stella. Men just leave her. But children, they can't simply leave, so they die.
Incredibly, Stella's life didn't work out with Daryna's father either. He cheated on her with her closest friend. But what is this force, and why has it turned Stella's life into a nightmare?
I need your help. When were you born? I think it was a fire sign, right?
April 17th.
April 17th. So you're an Aries.
Yes, 1973.
1973. And the date of birth of the daughter you lost?
November 1st, 1993.
93.
Yes.
She was a Scorpio. Even from your date of birth, there's a pattern emerging. You have a 5 in your birth date, and your daughter has a 6. And what killed her should fall under the number 4. This might relate to the date of her death.
She died on the night between the 4th and 5th of October. Actually, I practically saw her for the last time on October 4th.
There's some kind of pattern here. The girl had some sort of mission. She had something she needed to fulfill. We need to look into this further.
To answer the question Stella came to us with, we needed to delve deeper into her daughter's death.
An image appears. Something connected to a car. A feeling of immense pain. She wasn't alone. She seems to be holding on.
Yes, she was a passenger.
I see that at the very moment the tragedy happened to your daughter, you woke up, overwhelmed with horror.
Yes.
Stella says she woke up in the middle of the night. When she opened her eyes and saw her daughter wasn't there, she immediately knew something bad had happened, as Daryna was supposed to be home by midnight.
I already had a bad premonition. I started calling her, but never reached her. I couldn't go back to sleep, feeling intense fear.
Around 6 in the morning, the district police officer came.
He came in and said, "Daryna is gone. Natalia too."
To find out how Stella's only daughter died, Ilona Caldra and Anna Galliers go to visit the scene of the tragedy.
It's very hard for me here. I feel the impact. I don't even hear screams. The girls didn't have time for that. I see their mangled bodies flying in different directions.
He was driving in that direction. The collision happened here. This is where they collided. He kept driving further, dragging them.
The driver somehow didn't see them. He only realized what had happened a few seconds later.
He shouts, "I ran over a girl. The entire road is covered in blood and body pieces. I'm afraid to look in that direction."
The scene was horrifying. Daryna's lower body was completely torn apart. Her legs, they put her in the coffin wrapped in a bag.
I clearly see her as if she's in glass. She seems to be nearby, and he's screaming like a madman.
He can't believe what happened.
The police investigators conducted several examinations. According to one of them, the car driver could theoretically have avoided the collision. However, he didn't have a chance to maneuver because he was significantly speeding. According to another version, the collision occurred due to the fault of the scooter driver, who was allegedly standing on the roadside and suddenly drove onto the lane in her direction at the exact moment the car entered the oncoming lane to overtake another vehicle.
There's some kind of energy vortex here, a tornado. It spins and spins, pulling and pulling. It sucked your daughter and her friend into this very spot.
Stella immediately understood what was being referred to. After her daughter's death, to understand what happened here, she began her own investigation. It turned out this wasn't the first tragedy on this stretch of road.
2 brothers were going by car, both non-drinkers, decent people. In the morning, the car was found crashed into a tree.
I see an accident. 3 people in a car, 2 men and a woman. The men died, but the woman survived.
We found the woman Anna Galliers was talking about. Her name is Inna. She still recalls the accident in which she almost died with horror. 2 of her friends died, and she miraculously survived.
The driver died instantly, and the other guy had a music player, which cut his carotid artery. He bled out. The rescuers pulled me out. I had a traumatic brain injury. I was in a coma for 15 days.
Suddenly, spirits of people who died here began approaching us, holding hands. For some reason, they died here in pairs.
There were many cases.
Many accidents. There are flowers and memorials there.
In the same spot, regardless of the season, there's something there.
The road seems fine and everything, but why does this happen? The girls were the 10th pair. All the victims were young and always in pairs.
But what does this all mean? Why do people die in pairs on this stretch of road? And how is it connected to Stella's children passing away?
All the accidents happened there because of the energy vortex we felt as soon as we arrived at the spot. Everyone who met their death here had a specific mission, and when a man or woman fulfilled it, they were simply drawn there. It's impossible to explain why these portals appear. This is a passage from the world of the living to the world of the dead. The more victims it claims, the stronger it becomes. This means more and more people will die here simultaneously. We'll try to do something. I can't tell you exactly, but it should help.
This place feels like an energy funnel. I heard someone speak German. And I just couldn't understand how that's possible. After all, this is a village in southern Ukraine, not Germany.
Stella remembered that almost 2 centuries ago, the village was founded by Germans. The settlement was called Karlsruhe.
From 1808 to 1817, there was a great famine in Germany. Searching for a better life, people came from Western lands, 73 Catholic families.
Now the spirit of a man has appeared. He lived in this area a long time ago and built this village. He's German. This spirit wants to tell us something. He's showing a building.
It's a church.
After founding the settlement, the Germans immediately began building a church, or Kirche. However, during World War II, the Soviet authorities expelled the settlers from here.
In 1944, they were told to leave. They were ordered to gather their belongings, take everything necessary, and leave the village within a day. They loaded onto wagons and set off on a long journey, never to return.
We need to go to this church.
In the 1970s, attempts were made to demolish the church, claiming that since the Germans had left, there was no one to care for it. However, it stood firm, and it was specially opened for the psychics to work inside the building.
It was looted.
They tried to destroy it, and that's very wrong.
Desecrating sacred places has always been considered a great sin. Those who did so often either suddenly fell ill or died unexpectedly. But how does all this relate to Stella?
The locals don't pay for their sins.
I feel that the people who destroyed this structure have already been punished by heavenly forces. They died tragically.
The locals say the church was destroyed by outsiders who, after leaving the village, suddenly died. Some fell from heights, others were hit by cars.
The spirit of this German is calling us somewhere. He's talking about a cemetery. Is there a cemetery nearby? We must go there.
This cemetery is where the Germans buried their relatives. Stella's daughter, Daryna, is also buried here. The psychics head there on foot.
This place is filled with wandering souls. I see them standing here. I need to go over there.
There are open graves.
The German spirit is showing me skeletons lying on top of each other. I see someone being buried in someone else's grave.
Oh God, there are bones here. Look.
These are human bones.
The psychics are in the part of the cemetery where Germans were once buried. After they were expelled, the locals began burying their dead nearby. Now there's hardly any free space, and it turns out that new graves are being dug in the places of old burials. Perhaps this is why human bones lie scattered in the middle of the cemetery.
It was at that moment that I realized the source of Stella's fear. The very fear that has been taking the lives of her children. And I understood what that fog was. There's now a demon here, feeding on your fear. He's standing right behind you.
I can't stay here any longer. Let's leave.
It took the Estonian clairvoyant half an hour to recover.
The fact that Daryna ended up on that stretch of road where people die and where there's a portal to the other world is no accident. Your daughter had a mission to change the man driving the car that collided with the girls, to transform his values and make him kinder. Daryna was supposed to die much earlier due to the dark energy that surrounds you. The German spirit led us to the cemetery intentionally. In this case, the cemetery symbolizes death. And it's through the death of someone whose loss you once deeply and painfully experienced that the fear inside you began to grow and strengthen. You first felt it as a child.
Something must have happened in your childhood that set a pattern for your whole life. Maybe it's connected to car accidents.
My goddaughter died.
After these words, Stella immediately understood what was being referred to. As a little girl, she became a godmother.
I was 12 or 13 years old when I christened her. A car hit her in front of her parents.
And after that, you began to feel fear.
Although Stella didn't witness the accident herself, she knew how the girl's parents suffered. Their tears and pain remained etched in her memory for a long time. Even now, as an adult woman, just mentioning it makes her heart race uncontrollably. However, she says she has learned to hide this fear.
Because you constantly thought about this tragic event and were afraid. Negative energy accumulated around you. Over the years, you were so afraid that a black fog formed around you. Your fear made tangible. The otherworldly force sensed it and came to feed on it. It's a demon. I saw it beside you back at the cemetery. Moreover, the otherworldly force understands what Stella fears most: losing her children. That's why this pattern keeps repeating in her life. At such times, Stella's fear peaks.
So, Stella became nourishment for the demon? It's food?
All your children died because of this demon. He's also the one driving men away from you.
What do I need to do to get rid of it?
You need to go to church and pray a lot. We'll also pray for you. I feel it will work. The baby will be born healthy.
Let's lift the connection to your child now so you can reunite with him. He misses you today.
This needs to be burned and buried. We'll pray that by burning this ribbon, you destroy the demon affecting your life.
It needs to be buried by midnight tonight.
I feel relieved. Thank you so much for your warmth and your words. I feel so much better. We had such a difficult day, and in my condition, I would have been completely drained. But I feel okay.
From today, a new path awaits you.
Let this be your talisman.
A ruthless maniac is out hunting. Can the psychic stop the serial killer? Don't miss out. The clairvoyants will come to the den of the beast. Terrified residents of one of the Ukrainian towns are asking the psychics for help. The people want the clairvoyants to investigate the murder of a 13-year-old boy. All his neighbors knew and liked Stas Boyko. But somebody knocked the boy on his head, strangled and undressed him, and then threw the body into a river.
He was buried on his 14th birthday.
The tragedy occurred during the summer vacation. Stas left his home at midday, telling his mom he was going to see his friend Vlad. However, he never made it there. When the boy didn't come back home when he was supposed to, his mother started dialing his mobile. But the phone was off. The family got worried. All the neighborhood went to search for the boy.
2 local fishermen found the boy's body in the river the next day.
I saw it over there where the stick is sticking out. There was a human body floating.
The teenage boy's skull was broken in several places, and there was a trace of a rope on his neck. The forensics concluded that Stas died in the afternoon of the same day he disappeared.
The boy's clothes were never found. The police searched the area around the river but didn't find anything.
Most likely, the killer took the victim's clothes because he thought there might be biological traces on them.
But who and why murdered the 13-year-old boy? Where did Stas meet his murderer? And how did his body end up in the river 5 kilometers away from his home?
The local investigators passed the case onto the regional prosecutor's office. It is very strange. As a rule, highly important cases, such as those involving serial killers or pedophile maniacs, go further.
2 of the most powerful psychics of the project, Kayal Alekperov and Yana Pasinkova, take up the investigation into Stas Boyko's death. I see 2 girls. They look alike, like they're sisters. They have fair hair and pretty faces. One of them says, "Find 2 masks." One of them cries, and the other laughs. The murderer hides behind them.
I feel the smell of burning, like a bonfire. The murderer could possibly be connected with fire.
My jinns are also showing me fire, and in it, there's the burning letter B. Or it might be the Cyrillic V. Is it possible that the murderer's name begins with it? Stas's mother and aunt, whose name is also Oksana, are waiting in front of the house in which the boy lived. Their neighbors are also there. Hello.
Hello. Hello. Thank you for coming. I want to know who killed my son and why they did it.
Stas. He's pulling you by your coat like this. Mom, I wasn't supposed to pass away. You can't live without me. I know it's hard for you.
Stas was the eldest among the 6 children in the family. His father is always at work, so the boy was his mother's right hand.
He always tried to help.
He said, "I want my mom and dad to be proud of me." And he always did everything. He helped her a lot.
The entire town was shocked to learn of the boy's death. His mother even developed problems with the skin of her face because of the stress. People can't understand who and why murdered the 13-year-old teenager so brutally.
A man takes something from him, and I hear a phrase, "If I lose it, Mom's going to kill me."
He took my phone. My husband bought it for me as a present.
The attacker took away the phone from your son, but it wasn't his main goal. I can't see his true motive yet. Yana, we need to see the place where Stas's body was found. The boy was still alive when he was here. He was murdered right in this place. The man, the murderer, had been watching him from the moment he left home, and then he knocked him on his head. He strangles the boy, undresses him, and throws his body in the river, and he takes boy's clothes away. To know who and why killed Stas, we needed to contact the boy's spirit.
The kitten appeared out of nowhere. It was so unexpected. Nobody knew where it came from.
I'm still astonished.
This is the boy's soul. The spirit is showing me the murderer. It's a man of average height. He's short-haired, and his hairline is receding. And now your son's spirit says, look, I'm not alone. There's one more spirit. It's a young woman.
There was a young woman of 21 who was killed a month before Stas.
During the Kupala night.
Dasha was murdered first, and then was Stas.
It's horrifying. Another bloody murder in such a short period of time. Yana, Dasha is pointing at her head. She was murdered in the same manner as Stas. She was knocked on her head.
Yes, but she wasn't strangled. That's the only difference.
The young woman's name was Dasha Ozarko. A month before her death, she graduated from a college and started working at one of the banks in the town. On the day of her murder, Dasha, Alla, and Alla's boyfriend went to the park to celebrate the Kupala night.
We went there at about 8 in the evening. We stopped to talk to the people we knew, but most of the time there were just 3 of us.
Alla, as far as I understand, you and Dasha separated before she was attacked.
I went to dance to the last song, but when I came back, Dasha was nowhere to be found. I dialed her, and we heard her phone ringing.
Dasha's phone ringtone came from the bushes.
I didn't recognize her immediately because she was all bloodied. The clothes, I only recognized her by the clothes.
According to Alla, she and her boyfriend found Dasha's body on the side of the path, along which people were walking. Given the fact that her mobile wasn't stolen, the investigators rejected the version of a robbery.
As the examination further revealed, Dasha hadn't been raped either. The motive for the murder still remains unknown. Who and why took the life of the young woman? Now your son's spirit is mentioning a secret. The secret connects Stas and Dasha.
He knew her, and he saw her when she was alive.
I can't tell it.
Wait. Stas's spirit is showing me another young woman. She's also dead. She looks very much like Dasha. Has anybody else been murdered in this town recently?
I don't know.
To find the murderer, we needed to know who the third victim was, and what secret connected Dasha and Stas.
We need to meet Dasha's family. It turned out that Dasha lived some 500 meters from the park where she was murdered.
I am Alexander, Dasha's father.
Give me Dasha's photo, please. Tell me, do you know what could connect Dasha and Stas?
The age gap between them was big enough. He was 13 while she was 21.
It was the Kupala night celebration. There were plenty of people there, and most of them were young, so I assumed that Dasha could meet Stas at the celebration.
When we mentioned that Dasha had been murdered, Stas said, "Mom, I was there." And then he suddenly went silent and didn't say anything else. After that, he tried to avoid this topic.
The card of the victim and the card of the witness. He didn't simply see Dasha at the celebration. He saw her being murdered.
This is shocking. Is it possible that Stas was killed as a witness to the young woman's murder?
When we know who killed Dasha, we will know Stas's murderer. We must go to the site where Dasha was murdered.
It's not far from here.
I hear the voice of another young woman who I'd seen in the same vision as Dasha. She keeps saying, "Find 2 masks. One of them laughs and the other cries." The murderer hides behind them. And now she says, she'll show us the masks. Yana Pasinkova goes to the site of Dasha's murder. Khayal Alekperov goes where his feelings are leading him. We need to turn left and then right. The psychic stops the van next to a building. The masks are supposed to be here, but where are they? The building seems to be in the process of renovation, but what are the masks supposed to be? Excuse me, tell me please, what kind of building is it, and were there any masks in it?
Yes, they were. It's a house of culture.
It's incredible, but we found the photos of the House of Culture before the renovation. There was an old bas-relief of 2 theater masks standing for tragedy and comedy on its facade. We need to go there. The spirit is showing this way. The psychic dives into the shrub. We are scared, but we still go after him. The clairvoyant stops at an abandoned building. Look at the signature here. You will find your death here, if you believe in God. It was written by the murderer. This is his hiding place. It later turned out that this is the building of an abandoned children's summer camp. According to the psychic, Dasha and Stas's murderer visited this place. But why did he do it? And who is he? Meanwhile, Yana Pasinkova reaches the site of Dasha's murder.
A man did this. He's a beast. He knocks her with something he holds in his hand. You can find this thing anywhere. It's something heavy.
A stone?
Blood pours out of her head.
The murderer is connected to occultism. My book says both victims were murdered at big Christian feasts.
Dasha was murdered early on the 7th of July and Stas on the 2nd of August. The 7th of July is the birthday of John the Baptist, and the 2nd of August is the day of a biblical prophet Elijah.
These were ritual murders. It's unbelievable. Does this mean that the maniac is also a religious fanatic? But who is he, and where can he be found? The young woman's spirit is pointing at the 2nd floor. Can we climb there? We held our breath. However, it was impossible to climb to the attic, as there were neither stairs nor a ladder anywhere near. What is this noise? Everyone is seriously scared. We're in the woods, and it's dark. Who's making the noise? Is anybody else also here? Look, a ladder. The woman's spirit gave me the sign to climb there. Put the ladder over here. I felt there was a clue in the attic. The murderer had left there something that could help us identify him.
Did you hurt your leg?
Help me get up. It hurts a lot.
Somebody shoved the ladder. The moment it fell, I saw a sturdy gray-haired man. He looked like he was burning in flames. I didn't know who he was, but it was he who pushed the ladder to not let me climb in there. I don't feel well. I see terrifying visions of what the murderer saw. This is awful. There are more victims than we think.
Do you mean we're at the maniac's den?
I saw the man make sacrifice to the element of fire. The maniac was burning the clothes of his victims. It was the clue.
I was consulting the cards at the site of Dasha's murder, and I kept getting the card of the person obsessed with the idea of revenge. But who was the target of his revenge, and for what purpose?
I decided not to attempt climbing to the attic anymore, not to put the crew at threat. It would be better if the police searched the place during the day. The woman's spirit is showing me a white cross against a purple background. She says it has all the answers. It's connected with religion. I'll try to draw it. The crew immediately send the picture to the project's detective. It's possible she can find out what the symbol means. Kayal calls his colleague. Yana, these were ritual murders, and the victims are more than 3, and the unknown young woman whose spirit visited me together with the spirits of the boy and Dasha is also his victim. She died first, and the murderer has been punished for it. He started his bloody path about 20 or 25 years ago. Yana, I'm sorry, I've got another call. Don't hang up.
What you drew is the symbol of Seventh-day Adventists.
Is there church anywhere in the town?
Yes, I found the address.
Thank you. The clairvoyants arrive at the address, but the door's locked. I feel the murderer's energy in this building. He used to live here. He's a stranger in your town. He was invited by somebody who frequently visits this place, and the unknown woman, the first victim, she wasn't local either. She was from a different region.
Nobody knows.
The murderer is obsessed with fire. He burns something all the time. And if he didn't burn the clothes of his victims, he hid them in his den. We can't even imagine how many lives the beast has taken away. I've just had a vision of another dead boy. He was local, he had dark hair, and was of the same age as Stas.
This is the 12-year-old Ilya Makarov. The boy used to live not far from the church, with which, according to the clairvoyants, the murderer is connected. Ilya Makarov disappeared on the 22nd of May, 2016.
It's unbelievable, but the 22nd of May is another Christian feast, Nicholas the Wonder Worker's Day. But why is he killing children and teenagers on Christian feasts? Who doesn't like Christians? Pagans. And then I realized that the sturdy gray-haired man in the flames who prevented me from climbing to the den's attic was one of the pagan gods. The pagans believed Dazbog and Svarog to be the most powerful among their gods. They are the gods of the sun and celestial fire. These gods don't want us to stop the murderer because the maniac makes sacrifices to honor them.
He won't stop killing.
I found the contact information of the pastor. He must know all his parishioners.
The murderer is a man of the average height. He's short-haired and his hairline is receding. His name starts with B or V. When Katerina described the man we were looking for, the pastor recalled a man named Volodymyr.
How did you meet Volodymyr?
I pay visits to the penal colony, where I give services and bring people the word of God. Volodymyr was among the inmates.
Serhiy says that Volodymyr was imprisoned for a murder.
Who did he murder?
It was his third sentence. Volodymyr killed a girl, a university student.
The man's 2 previous sentences were for a robbery and an arson, and the third time he went to prison for the murder of a university student from other town. Her name was Ruslana. The beast broke her head, just like he did with Stas and Dasha.
At that moment, I thought it was the young woman Kyle Alekperov constantly mentioned.
In total, Volodymyr spent 25 years of his life in prison, and he was released recently.
How come Volodymyr settled to live in your church after the release?
I asked the church's elders if he could stay and guard the building. They gave their permission. And so he settled here.
Serhiy confesses that after the release, Volodymyr changed dramatically. He was cheerful and calm in prison, but once he was free, his behavior became strange.
Then we began seeing bonfires over the fence. Somebody was burning some bed sheets and clothes, and the smoke was acrid. And then we realized it was he. I had never met anybody like him before. He believes in Dazbog. You know, all this paganism and idol worshipping. In the past, people used to worship Dazbog and make sacrifices to him.
Serhiy says that Volodymyr was a fanatical pagan, and he even preached his faith in the Seventh-day Adventists church. As a result, he was eventually expelled.
Did he live in the town?
There's an abandoned building in the city where homeless people hang out. He was there.
It looks like it could be the place that Kyle Alekperov found.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We didn't even think to connect all those murders.
Later, the investigators found Volodymyr's belongings in the attic of the abandoned building found by Kyle Alekperov. They also found the clothes of Dasha, Stas, and Ilya Makarov. In the maniac's den, the investigators also found a calendar in which Volodymyr marked several dates. These were the days when the victims disappeared. The maniac was arrested.
After the investigation by the psychics, the prosecutor's office of this region expressed gratitude to our project. A terrifying secret hidden by an ordinary-looking house. Why is a poltergeist hunting a mother and her son? Don't miss out. The psychics will uncover a shocking murder. 29-year-old Valya, from a small Ukrainian village, has reached out to the psychics. The woman works as a nursery maid, and she's panicked by her own home. She says some invisible, sinister force is trying to drive her family out of there.
I felt the touch of icy hands, like someone was holding me.
I was cooking here. I took out a plate, and it knocked it out of my hands, and the plate broke. I got scared because something hit my hand hard.
All the things in the house have a life of their own, and the clocks are doing something devilish.
They started going counterclockwise. It's a really bad sign.
Valya suspects that something otherworldly has settled in her family house.
I was sleeping and felt something choking me, grabbing my throat. I woke up because I was coughing.
The same thing is happening to the other members of the family at night.
I woke up feeling someone watching me. It felt like someone was standing at my feet.
I couldn't see its face, only a black shadow standing there. I closed my eyes in fear and...
In the morning after these terrible dreams, bruises and scratches appear on the woman's body.
Here, and on my legs. All my legs were blue.
One day, Valya saw her own reflection in the mirror, but it was so terrifying that she almost died afterward.
There was a silhouette of an old woman. Her hair was gray, and she was all wrinkled.
After such a terrifying vision, she was urgently hospitalized.
My blood pressure soared. They thought I wouldn't survive. It's awful. It's simply awful.
Valya is desperate.
I'm even afraid to tell someone that something like this is happening to me, so people don't think I'm crazy. I even got a certificate that I'm not insane. And a doctor examined me.
The last straw was when this inexplicable mystical force almost killed Valya's 12-year-old son, Vitya.
My son was playing with his friend. Here on the floor, they were playing chess When they stepped away, a piece of the ceiling suddenly collapsed with the wallpaper and everything. It collapsed right where they were sitting. What if they hadn't stepped away? I wouldn't have survived it.
The woman even called a priest to bless her house, but the horrors didn't stop. So now the hope is only on the psychics.
I can't go on living like that.
Tarologist Yana Pasinkova and sorcerer Andriy Satanenko, who works with blood, hearts, skulls, and animal brains, took on the case. However, for us, the main thing is not the means, but the result. So, the psychics head to Valya's house.
Why do you need this?
This morning, I was praying to my master, asking him to help me. And this skull fell off the shelf. This is a dog's skull. Out of 100 roads, a dog will always pick the right one.
All right, let's see. A woman in blood. What is happening to Valya is because of this woman, and the connection goes through a child.
Stop the van.
Andriy, where are you going?
A woman comes out to meet the psychic. But who is she?
My master sent me to you. Do you serve him?
Yes.
Don't give up your service. My master brought me to this house because that woman is possessed. She delivered a message from him. She said, "Look for the woman in the white mask. She knows more than she says. Find this woman and remove her mask."
It's unbelievable.
But who is the masked woman, and how is she related to the mystical occurrences in Valya's house? By the way, half the village has already gathered here.
Hello.
Hello.
We are begging you to help us.
You are a beautiful woman, but you are lonely. Where is your child's father? Did you divorce him?
Yes.
Valya's son is her only support. She divorced his father 8 years ago. She says he was her first and only love, and the biggest disappointment in her life.
People envied us because we lived very well.
Until her husband was changed by alcohol. When drunk, he became a different person. He raged, beat Valya, and later even took a mistress. Valya couldn't bear it.
I took the child and went home. I couldn't stand the humiliation.
Valya was left alone with a small son, without any support. To Valya's joy, her son grew up and started helping his mother with everything.
Andriy, let's start with the house. Do you have holy water? After all the rituals, please wash yourself with the water.
I'm not going in there.
The house was blessed, right?
Yes. On Epiphany.
I need to know about such things in advance. If the threshold is blessed, I won't step over it. I will have to work only in the yard.
All right, sit down, please. This is your property, but you don't live here.
We left it.
It turned out that Valya, along with her mother and son, has been renting another place for a month now. However, the family will soon have to return because she no longer has money to pay the rent.
There's evil roaming here. What is this?
It pushed her and she fell and twisted her leg.
I'm shivering. I can't even imagine how you lived here. It feels like someone is holding my leg, and the sensation is physical.
It dragged me off the couch.
It turned out that not so long ago, Valya experienced the same thing that happened to Yana Pasinkova.
Give me holy water and a cloth to wrap my leg. The leg was burning terribly. It felt like some fiery hand grabbed it. I had to stop it somehow. So I wrapped my leg and Valya's leg, which also the same hand had touched, with a towel soaked in holy water.
What kind of force has settled in this ordinary village house? And why is it driving the whole family to despair? Yana Pasinkova and Valya hurriedly go outside.
What's lying in this ground?
I found a cross in the garden, and we also found bread buried there. And coins.
A death curse.
Who did it?
Who wishes you death? It's a woman.
Who is she?
There's something else. I need to check the yard. Just a second.
It's over here.
Could it be a needle? I see it. There it is.
Don't touch it. Stop. Don't touch it.
Give me a tissue.
Oh God. Oh God. It's a great sin.
Somebody give me matches.
Does this mean that everything happening to the family is because of this needle? But who placed it in the yard, and why?
A woman.
She's older than you, a lot older. And there's a man between you. He's older too.
Well, I know who it is. She lives in the neighboring village.
We must go there.
Andri, I need you to look at my leg. It burns terribly. Look.
It really grabbed you.
I see the fingers.
Yes, it's left by a palm.
I tripped with this foot.
Everyone is in shock. What kind of devilry is this?
My God, I'm so scared to go there.
About 50 people have already gathered near the house where Valya is taking us, and here is the woman she suspects of all her troubles.
Hello? What's your name?
Nadia.
Do you damn her?
I do, and I will continue to damn her.
It's because of your husband.
You intruded into my family. Why did you harass him?
I harassed him? Let him come out and say who harassed whom. Your husband did an indecent thing. He gave me a lift a couple of times. It was his initiative for us to communicate. Little by little, it turned into 5 years.
Stay away from my family.
Nobody's touching your family.
Wait, is she his first mistress?
No, but it's nobody else's business.
He's really old. Who would want him as a lover?
Where is your man? Bring him here. Hello, Petya. Do you understand your guilt?
I do understand it, yes.
Valya is not your first mistress.
Of course not. I've had a long life.
How old was she then? My card shows a child.
When I met her, she was 23.
How old are you?
59.
Anyone would envy such health.
Petya appeared in Valya's life when she was having a hard time in her life. She was going through the divorce with her husband, Vitya's father, who was her first and only love.
I need Valya.
She definitely harassed him.
No, ask him. Why are you asking me?
How dare you talk to me like that? I'll smash your face. Shut up.
Calm down and stop shouting.
He told me you cheated on him.
Did her mother ask you to leave her?
I asked you.
And what did I tell you? I said, okay, and then went away.
Oh yeah? And then you did it again.
Well, the man made a mess.
At that moment, my master gave me a sign again. Find the woman in the mask and remove it. The woman in the white mask knows more than she says. Find the mask and remove it. You are the woman wearing the white mask.
But what do I know?
A woman in a red dress, like blood. She is completely covered in blood.
Who did you kill? Yana, look. A dead child.
Is Valya a murderer of a child? And is what is happening to her and her family a punishment for her terrible sin?
I killed nobody.
The bloodied woman. You and her are connected.
Everyone in the village was shocked. It was terrible.
A hair-raising revelation. It turned out that Valya's brother Serhiy killed his son with his own hands. But what does the woman in blood have to do with it?
The answer to the question was in the child's death itself. So we needed to go to the place where it happened.
It's not far from here.
The locals still remember the tragedy that occurred in this house 5 years ago. The little son of Valya's brother was found stabbed in the house one morning. The boy was only 2 years old.
This is horrible.
My God, it's so awful. Dear God.
It's a bloody murder.
The boy still lives here. Andrea, come over here.
What happened, Yana?
Damn it.
Quiet.
It's strange, but when Yana mentioned the boy, the stove door suddenly opened.
My leg hurts again. Where's Valya? There was that stove. I spread the cards on the table, and the stove opened.
The boy was found in the stove.
What you felt in the house and here, is it the same spirit?
It's the same spirit. It's a boy, a little boy. He stands. This is what I see. He stands, and it's like he's holding your leg, standing next to you.
When he was little and still alive, he played like that. He said, "Auntie, auntie."
Honestly, I've seen a lot, but this... What they did to your nephew is just barbaric. His head was separated like this skull.
His head was severed.
They severed the head, right?
Yes. And put it in the stove.
And his hands were chopped off.
Hands, legs, and the head.
When the policeman opened the stove and the head fell out of it, he fainted and they barely revived him. He said, "In all my years, I've never seen anything like this."
Valya's 2-year-old nephew and Vera's grandson, Maxim, lived in this house with his parents. One day, the boy disappeared. The entire village searched for him, but the child lay with his head cut off in this stove. His father was blamed for the child's death. People still do not believe that a loving father killed his son, cut off his head, and hid it in the stove.
Who did this? Who's guilty of his death?
My God, the man is your bloodline. And the woman helped him.
Did they both kill him?
He couldn't have done it alone.
She killed the boy.
The boy's father, Serhiy, is serving a life sentence for the murder of his son. The mother, Inna, was a witness in the case and is now free.
The police asked if the mother was looking for the boy. I said no. She only pretended to look for him, but in reality, she did not.
The people suspect that the mother is also involved in the boy's murder. That is why she hurriedly moved away and didn't tell anyone where.
The woman helped him. She seems to have covered up the traces.
The father was drunk. He couldn't have cleaned up all the traces, but the room was clean. And we found drops of blood on the stove. So, he didn't clean it up. Only she did.
Then why was he imprisoned and she wasn't? She doesn't even know where her son is buried. She has never visited his grave.
She didn't come to the funeral. Everyone was there, but she was busy doing some paperwork.
The child lived worse than dogs live.
He went around the neighbors' houses, eating scraps from dogs' bowls because she was always drunk.
The neighbors would tell her, "Come and take your boy because he's around the doghouse, near the bowl."
Why didn't you take him home?
Before this happened, he lived with us for a week. We had a real chance to adopt him, but my husband refused.
I don't get it. The child was your blood, and he was little. You had the opportunity to save him. Do you understand that?
The white mask, it has no emotions. Closed eyes, closed mouth. Yana, do you understand what this is?
It's indifference.
Each one of you is wearing the mask of indifference. I am addressing everyone now. Each of you knew about this family. Who among you did at least something to prevent this from happening? Who?
Who could know this would happen?
Everybody knew.
While we watch someone else's grief, it seems to us that it doesn't concern us.
You have your community. You should help one another.
I wanted to take the boy home. It's been 6 years, but I still can't get over his death. I can't sleep at night or during the day. I constantly think about him. His eyes, face, hands, I remember all of it. The image is haunting me.
And it wasn't an accident that I fell in your house earlier today. His trace remained there.
I keep his umbilical cord and his dummy at home.
The umbilical cord?
Yes, in the cupboard.
In that room?
Yes.
The boy had been giving me signs from the very beginning, and I tripped in Valya's house, right near the place where his umbilical cord was kept in the cupboard. The boy desperately asks to be loved. He needs love even after death, until his relatives atone for this sin of indifference, which is one of the most terrible sins. No ritual will remove this horror from their home. He returns to avenge you for your indifference. He takes revenge, and believe me, he will also take revenge on his father and mother. They will not live long.
She's already got either syphilis or AIDS. But what do we do?
You need to make amends.
Your future involves serving children.
Adopt someone.
Valya and her mother need to constantly ask for forgiveness from their brutally murdered nephew and grandson. It was their indifference that helped kill the little angel. And now only good deeds, prayers, and repentance can atone for their sin.
Thank you so much.
A man made a deal with the devil himself to make easy money, though he eventually had to pay with the most valuable thing that he had. In this episode, you will hear a real story that will baffle you deeply. This woman is sure that some kind of otherworldly force has been killing her family. First, she and her husband almost died in accidents they both had in their cars. A moment before each of them happened, they claimed to have felt some invisible force control them.
I felt like I was in a fog. I had a feeling of being about to faint.
And then Anna's husband, Sergei, died of a sudden heart failure.
I loved him so much. It hurt a lot. It really hurt.
The man was 39. 2 boys, a 10-year-old Pavlo and a 4-year-old Dimitro, lost their father.
He was a very caring father. The boys loved him.
Her deceased husband came to her in a dream and warned Anna that she and their children would die soon. And the following night, Anna's younger son found himself on the brink of life and death.
He began vomiting.
The mother called an ambulance, but while the medics were on their way, the boy fainted. The medics, however, didn't find the cause for the boy's condition, and soon enough, Anna almost lost her life herself.
I was home alone. I was cleaning the kitchen and the fridge was connected to the extender. I clearly remember a punch on my back. I fell to the floor and overturned the bucket.
The water splashed on the extender, causing a short circuit. Anna miraculously managed to run out of the kitchen. Had she lingered a moment more, and the electricity would have killed her. The woman is certain all these events have been caused by the magic she found in her yard.
3 car air fresheners and a black thread ball.
I dumped them in the trash, but I had to burn them.
Anna's interpretation of the find is that the 3 car fresheners stand for 3 car accidents, and the black ball brings death. Anna Horbenko is 31. She's a psychologist, and she's always been skeptical about mysticism. But before he died, Anna's husband desperately wanted to see Yaroslava Fedorova, a witch and an expert of our project. Now his wife is sure that the man was right, and their family really needs help from the psychics.
I'd really like them to explain these things to me. How do I protect my boys from this?
The clairvoyant agreed to find out who has been exterminating the family with magic, and she's already working with the photo of Anna and her sons.
The card of the Harlequin, the fool. Something's wrong. I don't get it at all. This is nonsense.
Yaroslava Fedorova calls her colleague Zana Shulakova, who she asked to help her in the investigation the other day.
The cards won't listen to me.
The same here. No matter what I do, I keep getting some nonsense time after time.
The regular experts of our project set out for the investigation blindfolded. Usually, thanks to their cards and feelings, they understand, at least a little, what they deal with. Anna meets the psychics in town, and together they go to her place. There, the deceased Serhi's father is already waiting for them.
Where did you find the strange items?
Over there, under that tree.
I'd like to check the yard.
And I need water from this yard to read more information.
In the yard, the garage draws Jana Shulakova's attention immediately. What has the psychic felt?
Could you please leave me alone here?
Meanwhile, Yaroslava Fedorova is reading the information from the water.
I see a picture. A man. Pretty sturdy. And bald.
He is my husband.
He opens the gate. 3 people enter. One of them is a man. He's fair-haired and skinny. But his smile is rather weird. It looks really insincere.
He's from Serhi's work.
Serhi worked with the man with whom they were friends since childhood. They were classmates. They traded in different grains and oil-bearing plants.
Serhi and Yuri, former classmates, founded a business together, and their families were friends with one another. The man's business partner was a frequent guest here.
And a woman. She has long, fair hair.
His wife is fair-haired. This is Oksana. She's our child's godmother.
That woman envied the relationship within your family.
Yes, it's true. She told me herself.
Could the friend bring the magic?
I didn't feel the death-bearing energy from the earth in which the magic had been hidden. That is, the car crashes could have happened because of it, but not Serhi's death. The black thread ball was most probably aimed at losing money.
A year before the tragedy, Serhi really lost all his savings and ended up indebted. And the reason for that was that his partner convinced him to invest the money in a new project.
He invested quite a sum, but the business failed.
Serhi borrowed the half of the money he eventually lost from his father. Dimitro had made good money from mining crystals in Angola. After his son died, the man retired.
Something different took Serhi away, and it's not the magic that's threatening his family, but something else. I need Jana. God! Jana! Jana! People over here, quick!
Dimitro, something's burning here.
Call an ambulance.
God, there's something terrible there. The door closed itself, and then the smoke appeared. I tried to open the door to get out of there, but it felt as if somebody was holding it from the opposite side. I was trapped.
5 more minutes and you would have been dead.
The ambulance arrives. The medics provided the psychic with the first aid.
This is some kind of unidentified gas. She breathed it. We provided the necessary aid and her condition is stable.
While Jana was coming to her senses, Yaroslava went to the garage.
It smells like sulfur.
What's the source?
I wish I knew. The car is in a good condition.
A person was murdered here. A person was cut, and his blood was drained. It was an innocent soul.
Anna and her father-in-law say nothing, but it's apparent from their reaction that they're hiding some terrible secret.
Somebody killed a child here.
Yes. My husband killed my goddaughter.
This is shocking. Anna's husband murdered a 7-year-old girl, Sonia, in cold blood. How is it even possible?
And you were here.
Yes. I was with Sonia's parents there behind the garage, and we didn't hear any sounds. Nothing at all. Nothing caught our attention.
It happened in 2016. On a warm April day, Anna, her husband, and their friends gathered for a barbecue party while their children were playing nearby. Anna's father-in-law was working in the garden. Suddenly, Serhiy said he wanted to ride a bicycle.
Sonia stood up and said, "I'm going with you." Then we realized they never rode anywhere.
The man took the girl into the garage and slashed her throat. Serhiy came back half an hour later, alone, without Sonia.
He looked awful, like his face was a mask. I asked him, "Serhiy, where's Sonia?" But he only gave me an eerie look, then sat on the bicycle and rode away. I saw blood on him.
Everyone was scared with the girl's disappearance. They started searching for her and entered the garage.
Did you find her?
The girl's mother.
Basically, we did it together. I saw a sock. Then I found a piece of canvas in the bag, and there was the body under it. But I didn't notice that it lacked the head. Long story short, it had no legs, arms, or anything.
Gathering bags with the little girl's body parts in the garage, this man couldn't comprehend how his son could have done it.
I dragged Yana away from that canvas, and we crawled out of the garage on all fours. Her hands were covered in blood. How can someone do something like this? I don't know. Why?
I don't know how I didn't lose my mind. I'd seen many things in life, but it was awful.
Jana Shulakova goes back to the garage.
Oh my goodness.
He murdered her and...
The container over there.
Yes. Yes. The wheelbarrow with the blood was the first thing we found.
Serhiy drained the girl's blood into it.
The wheelbarrow, it was full of blood. We both cried, we wept, because we realized what was in it.
The whole town went searching for the murderer. The police arranged an ambush in the house in case Serhiy returned, and he did come back home at 12:30 at night.
He knocked on the window pane. I asked who it was. He said it was he. And that was it. I simply slipped down the wall. The shouts, the screams, the shots. My elder son woke up to the shooting. He heard it all.
However, the man didn't survive to hear his sentence. He died 10 days after he murdered Sonia. A day before he died, he asked to be transferred to cell number 13. There, Serhiy was found dead.
Acute ischemic heart disease.
So, this is how Anna's husband really died. Serhiy's neighbors still can't understand how the man who's lived next to them for so many years was capable of such cruelty.
He was a normal, absolutely adequate man. We never noticed anything unusual about him.
This is a photo of Serhiy, a year before the murder, and this one was taken a week after it. What could have happened to him? What made Serhiy a cruel murderer?
We can't return Sonia or Serhiy, but we still can find out what influenced Serhiy and save Anna and her children from the imminent death.
We're going to summon the murderer's soul to ask him one serious question: why he did it, and what was controlling him.
The psychics begin performing the ritual. But something goes wrong.
I can't establish the connection, and I don't feel the soul. The soul belongs to somebody or something else.
Would you like to see the cue? Do you see the letter S?
Oh God, yes. I see it.
What did the S mean? Satan. The murder was a ritual. He sacrificed Sonia to Satan. But why would he do it? What did he want?
Our only chance to know the truth was to summon the spirit of the murdered Sonia. But to do this, we needed her family for the connection.
Sonia's mother, Yana, was Anna's best friend for years. However, after the tragedy, they can't talk to each other.
I'm hurt. I can't see her children because my child is gone.
We weren't certain whether Yana would agree to see us, but she still went outside. The woman wants to know why her family's friend took the most precious thing she had.
It's very important to me.
Take one stone, please. It's a partnership rune. It means that her soul, that is, she, agrees to communicate with us. I see her as a smiling child.
I see her in my dreams. She says nothing. She just presses herself to me and smiles. This is it.
I hear her saying, I wasn't supposed to be the first.
He also wanted to kill my 2 boys. The police found his notebook at home, and there were the names of my 2 children and Sonia written down there.
Like a list?
Yes. But she was the last one on the list. Pavlo was first. At the police station during the interrogation, he confessed that he was going to murder him first.
This is impossible to believe. Did Serhiy plan to murder his own children? How can someone even think of such things?
Pavlo confirmed it to me, saying that all a week before, Dad had been constantly inviting him to walk in the woods. The 10-year-old boy asked me, "Mom, did Dad want to kill me in the forest?"
It turned out that apart from the victim list of the children, the police found another document among Serhiy's belongings.
Was the contract with the devil, in which he promised to murder 3 children.
This was the reason his spirit wouldn't appear, was in the devil's hands.
All the last month, he spent most of his time in the kitchen. He drank there. He drank heavily. And he wrote something on some papers. When he went to work, he took them with him.
What was the form of the contract?
It was written on a piece of skin, like a cow's skin, or I don't know. It was skin.
In the old days, documents were traditionally written on parchment, the specially prepared skin of a cow or a calf.
He asked Satan for money. He asked for 1,700,000 pounds.
Wow.
And in exchange, he undertook to 3 children.
I can't wrap my head around it.
As Serhiy confessed during the interrogation, he'd found the text of the contract online. It was the first contract with Satan in history. A French abbot wrote it with his blood on a piece of parchment in the 17th century.
A contract with the devil is deemed impossible to revoke.
So what do we do?
It must be fulfilled. This is why Anna's children are constantly on the verge between life and death. Their father's spirit is trying to kill them. He needs to fulfill the contract.
And Serhij's spirit is trying to get rid of Anna so she can't protect the children.
We need to go to the cemetery.
Anna's husband was buried far away, outside the town. We only arrived there after dark.
He didn't have the proper burial ceremony. They said such a person couldn't be buried in earth and that we had to throw his body in the river.
I wonder what he told you before the murder.
I'm going to do something that will shock everyone.
Why didn't you pay attention to it? You'll pay with your blood for it.
What do you mean?
You endangered your children. With your idleness, we need your blood.
Pierce your finger.
Sure.
It's burning blue. He's here. He says, "Thank you for taking her here." I finally realized why Serhij wanted to see me while he was alive. He'd signed the contract, and after he saw what he'd done, he got scared. However, there are no recipes on how to annul such contracts online. He tried to change some conditions or other things before it was too late. He was trying to change it, but failed. And when he saw your daughter, he didn't expect it. And it pushed it to do it.
What happened? He didn't get it. Who did he kill? He didn't get it. Why did he do it? He didn't get it. He didn't get anything at all. He only understood what he'd done after he returned.
He came back home himself. Did he understand what he'd done?
That was why he came back. He understood he'd be imprisoned, and he wouldn't be able to murder 2 more children.
Where did he get the whole idea from?
The father's oppression. The father's oppression.
Serhij's father provided for his family for a long time. All his life, Serhij tried to prove to him that he was worthy, but he always failed to live up to his father's expectations.
He failed to keep his father's money and his father started blaming him. His father always told him he'd fail.
He took the devil's side willingly. He was searching for the way to change his life and the world that surrounded him.
He brought such grief to the others that for it, he, bastard Red, will burn and die 258 times. You tell him what suffering he caused to you. Like him, you're also living in hell now.
Nobody speaks to this woman anymore. She bears a mark of the wife of the murderer who killed and dismembered the little girl.
Did he understand what would be next? Did he realize it?
He read that everything would be fine. These contracts, they're very tricky. They always state that you're going to receive what you want.
And you will get it.
But you won't be happy about the price you'll have to pay.
Could you please help me?
We had to try to delay the contract because it was impossible to revoke.
The psychics carried out the sacred rituals for about an hour.
If the buyout for the contract that he signed is accepted, we'll see the sign.
All the electronics went dead.
No way.
Satan.
The buyout has been accepted.
Yes.
The contract is frozen.
I realized where I was and what exactly we were doing at that moment. Thank you. I really hope to change my attitude to life, my attitude to Anna and her children. I really hope I can do it.
The inconceivable tragedy ruined the lives of the 2 families. It's impossible to say if the women will ever learn to live with this. The only thing is certain, though, the desire of easy money can indeed make a person lose their mind.